to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the UMass Minutemen. Take it away, broadcast team.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Reading the option, it's Mendoza. Gets it past the mark. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the 40. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. On his way back from the 20. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Makes a pass to Marker.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Can't get him to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Tons of room in the middle. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Griffin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Makes the grab. It's Harding. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. UMass will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Speeding down the left side. At the 30. The tag. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Owens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Across the 25. He's loose on the left. And he is greeted and knocked down in the backfield. A negative play for this offense. And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Miami.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the move, it's Riley. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to lose yardage here. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a little space. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. He's at the 10. At the 30. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hard running there. And the defense backs him up, making a tackle in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finding an escape route. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Still on his feet. Got room to work. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. And first and second down on the ground, abject disasters. Third and very long coming up. Creates a little room.
Presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Utah Utes. Go Utes! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Gets away from one, finds room. Wide open spaces. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these. They're just weapons of mass destruction.
On the move from inside his 5. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it at the mid. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Makes the catch at the 45. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Escapes the sack. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this.
Turning it on! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Got the 1st down and more. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back.
First down, you know you always want to stab fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The inside handoff. Lowers those pads. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And now on second down for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Jukes his way for more.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Miami 40, Utah 30.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed it for a safety.
Number 92, set to advance on the football.
Oh, better look out. Makes one man miss.
Returner is tackled at the 44. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he got loose. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Dampier setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Corrals it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Utah has a back on the offense coming onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the youth come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.